Hey everyone, we need to talk about something big happening in crypto. It's not just about individual hackers anymore. We're talking about nation states, sanctions, and a brand new kind of financial battlefield. A new report from Chainalysis just dropped, and it's pretty eye-opening. So let's just kick things off with one number: 694%. What in the world is that? Well, according to this new report, that is the 1-year increase in crypto flowing to sanctioned entities. Yeah, you heard that right. A jump that massive, it's not just a small trend, it's a signal that something has fundamentally changed. And that really gets us to the heart of what this report is all about. We're seeing a complete shift in what crypto crime even is. The whole game has changed. The players, they're bigger, they're way more organized, and yep, they're sponsored by states. I mean, just look at how things have evolved. A few years back, crypto crime meant, individual hackers, maybe some small groups moving millions around. Big money, for sure, but manageable. Now look at the picture today. The main players are actual nation states. The scale? We're talking billions. And the methods aren't just simple hacks. They're incredibly sophisticated operations designed to get around international sanctions. And hey, don't just take my word for it. Andrew Fearman, who's the head of national security intelligence at Chainalysis, puts it perfectly. He says that, yeah, nation states have been dabbling in crypto for a bit, but what's happening today is on a totally different scale. That word right there, scale, that's the key. The sheer volume has changed everything. Okay, so who exactly are we talking about here? Which countries are leading the charge? Well, the report really zeroes in on two major players who are using crypto as a strategic weapon against international pressure. We're going to dive into Russia and Iran. So first up, Russia. And you can see how methodically they built this out. Back in 2024, they laid the legal groundwork. They passed laws allowing crypto for international payments, which was, a pretty direct shot at Western sanctions. Then, boom, early 2025, they roll out their very own ruble-backed token. And get this, by the end of that same year, it's doing huge numbers. This was no accident. It was a clear, step-by-step strategic plan. And when I say huge numbers, what does that even mean? How about $93 billion? That's the transaction volume for their token in less than a year. Think about that. This isn't just a little side door. They are building an entire parallel financial highway, and they're building it incredibly fast. All right, now let's switch gears and look at Iran. The report paints a picture of this really sprawling network run by the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps and its proxies. We're talking over $2 billion being funneled around for everything from laundering money and selling oil illicitly, all the way to buying weapons on chain. And what's really striking is how their aligned groups, Hezbollah, Hamas, the Houthis, are now using crypto on a scale we've just never seen before. It's become a core part of their operation. So, you gotta be asking yourself, right? How are they moving these billions of dollars around so easily? What's the magic trick? Well, it's not really a trick. The answer, and it's an overwhelming one, comes down to one specific kind of crypto. And that tool is the stablecoin. Now, if you're not super familiar, it's actually a pretty simple concept. A stablecoin is a cryptocurrency that's pegged to a real-world asset, usually the US dollar. The whole point is to keep its price stable, so you don't get those wild up and down price swings you see with something like Bitcoin. And wow, look at this. This really shows you just how dominant stablecoins are in this whole game. A whopping 84% of all the illicit transaction volume that Chainalysis tracked was done using stablecoins. It's not just one of the tools they use, it's pretty much the only tool they use for large-scale stuff. And it makes total sense why, right? It's just practical. You don't have to worry about the value crashing overnight. And moving money across borders is super simple and fast. But here's an important point. This isn't just a thing bad actors are doing. The report makes it clear that the whole crypto world, including tons of legitimate businesses, is moving towards stablecoins for the very same reasons. Okay, so we've been throwing around some pretty scary numbers. Billions of dollars, state actors, illicit networks. It sounds like the whole system is corrupt, but we have to take a step back and put this all into perspective. Just how big of a slice of the pie are we really talking about here? And this is that perspective. It's so important. Yes, the dollar amounts are getting bigger, but as a percentage of all crypto transactions, illicit activity is still less than 1%. So even with these nation states getting in on the action, it's crucial to remember that the overwhelming majority of the crypto economy, we're talking over 99%, is completely legit. So that's where we stand, and it leaves us with a pretty heavy question to think about. We're clearly in a new era. Crypto isn't just an investment anymore. It's a tool of geopolitics. It's a weapon in financial conflicts. As this trend picks up speed, you have to wonder, what new challenges are waiting for all of us, for regulators, for governments, and for the crypto industry itself, on this brand new financial battlefield?